diploma and IT. And he is my colleague only, Mr. Chirag. He'll be assisting us with the live feed and the Zoom right now. Then Sunana.
the academic coordinator at ATDC Energy. I'm actually working in Goodread membership department.
So we are all with Goodread, our hands, and now you can also start.
So let's formally start this session.
We
So
are
very good afternoon to everybody who's gathered here for this powerful session on motivation. You want a mic?
You have a
Acha,
mic.
is it
Mics are
possible?
there. Just put this.
Acha, this one is a mic, yeah.
I'd rather walk.
Ah.
No, if you will walk,
For
then the camera
introduction-
cannot track you.
Don't put me static, please.
So then in that case, you go that side. We will just put the camera. You can move around there.
So you'll be
completely.
going outside.
I have no
But for
problem.
introduction, you
But
can
Chirag,
still stay
just
here.
regular
Felicitation is there.
Okay.
After that.
Here also you can move. We will unzoom it a little bit.
So we are very happy to have you, Mr. David Nair, for this powerful session,
Thank you.
which is on finding purpose and bouncing back. And we are also very happy to have Miss Anda, who has come from South Africa. And there are co-authors of this book, Grail 2.0, Mr. Prabhunath, Mr. Rajiv, Rajniji, Sunita Mittal, Dr. Lalita, and Purvaji. And in any name I'm missing,
Surbhi Pandey.
and Surbhi Pandey as well. Welcome to ATDC. We are very happy to have you in ATDC with us. And on behalf of my DG and CEO, who is not present because he's preoccupied in a meeting, I welcome you to ATDC.
Thank you.
So a small felicitation the ATDC way. Mr. David,
Thank you so much.
welcome to
Appreciate it.
ATDC.
Appreciate
1 minute.
it.
Repeat this
Thank you.
one.
Appreciate
Hold,
it.
hold, hold.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Excellent.
And this is a small,
That's good for you, man.
David,
That's what I move
this is
around.
a small gift from ATDC.
Thank
for
you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Thank
You think you can man that so I move around? Good. Can you give her a range to man that while I move around? Because I get very cross.
For sure.
before we get
Yes.
to right.
So, Mr. David, as
Thank you.
as I've told you that we are having a pan-India presence. We have students and faculty who would be joining in from other states. So they are all online and eager to be a part of this session and
Thank
listen
you so
to you.
much. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
Great.
Now, one answer in a room of 25 people. I asked the question again. How are you?
We are great,
Great.
David.
Great.
That's the second response. The third response, very simply put, how are you?
Great.
Now, I'm going to ask and repeat this question. There was a response on the first, a second, and the third, right?
Right.
Which do you think had the most intensity, value, and drive? 1, 2, or 3?
Third one.
Third one. What did you have to do to get that intensity on the third one? Did you have to go all the way back to university and get a degree, a PhD, and come out and then make this approach? Yes or no? Did you have to do that?
No.
What did you do different?
Practice.
Madam, what did you do different? What did you have to do to make the last, and
We do practice for this stress.
you did practice for it. There's 1, 2, and 3, so you practice for it. Okay, good. What else? What else did you have to do?
Energy.
You did energy. Bottom line is energy. That's all it is. You didn't have to get an Einstein degree for that. Did you understand that? What is energy? Don't be shy. I'm not going to eat you. What is energy? Why is energy so important? I take you back to the founder of the automobile industry, Henry Ford. How many remember him? How many know Henry Ford?
Everybody knows Ford cars. सब जानते हो ना? बोलो.
You know
देखो,
Ford cars?
participate in this. Otherwise, आपको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा.
Hello, this
Be
is
a
not
part
a
of this.
lecture, yeah?
Yeah.
You want a one-way lecture, you go get somebody else.
हाँ.
You want to participate in lecture? I need response, madam. I need response. Now tell me, what did Henry Ford do? before he started the car company, there was no auto electricians, there was no mechanics, there was no spray painters. How do you think you could manufacture a car? Because before that, there was only horse and buggy, bullock cart, camel cart. So how we want to recruit people? Like now, this institution wants to recruit directors in finance, directors in trading. They got a criteria. They select from that criteria. Henry Ford had no criteria. So how do you think he recruited people? How do you think he recruited people? Come on, tell me. How do you think he recruited people?
According to the interest.
According to their interest? Okay, let me deep dive. What do you mean by interest?
Interest is something we have. Interest is something we have a.
net is not coming.
Deepak, into Wi-Fi too.
5 gigahertz. We join 5 gigahertz.
Okay,
I'll
mark
share
that
you
for
the
that for
password.
me. Come on. Anybody else? Anybody else? What do you think he did?
We just recruited people who were passionate.
Keyword. Keyword. His result and his answer was very simple. You're getting some more people in? Come on in quickly. Don't interrupt. Come on in. Take a seat quickly. Oh. You okay there, sir? Thank you. Now, what you got to understand is passion is important, but more than that, the key ingredient he's asked for is give me one person. He didn't want 100. Give me one person with enthusiasm. I want you to go back and study that word, enthusiasm. Now, there is a reason why I'm asking you to do that. 99.9% of people come to this world, they are born, they live for 30, 40, 50, 60 years, and they die a life of non-existence. They might have got a degree,
Yes.
they might have got some work, they might have got some money in their bank account, they might have got a husband or a wife and 2 children or 2.5 children, and they die. What in your life are you doing on this earth? Yeah, because nobody speaks like that. Because life is average, life is mediocre to the bulk of the people. And if it is average and mediocre, how do you expect your children to grow better than you? Think about it. You are their role models. How do you expect that to happen? Education is not just getting a piece of paper. Education is living a life of significance. And I'll show you a formula for that too. So the key element here is Henry Ford said, get me people with enthusiasm, which they did. And today you see, because of the Ford company, we have Hyundai, we have Hyundai, we have Toyota, we have Renault, we have Nissan. All of the other car companies have come to existence. Got it? So the key element here to think is, if you want something good to come out, what do you need to do? Don't wait for anybody else. You go find your enthusiastic bunch of people and work with the enthusiastic bunch of people. And when you work with the enthusiastic bunch of people, you produce not a product, you produce not an apparel, you produce an excellent product, an excellent apparel that the market calls for. Are you getting my message? You don't produce average. Average is mediocrity. I can get a man from the street to do average. So think about this, ladies and gentlemen. The key element here is for you to now think one step up. One step up. Now, when we talk about this, your next thing to understand is, can I have a volunteer up here, please? Somebody is game enough to come and stand here. I won't need you. I just want a volunteer, a student. Thank you so much. Give him a hand, please. What's your name? Wow. Nice to meet you. What I'd like you to do is just look up there at the top I'd like you to stand right. Take a couple of deep breaths. Take a couple of deep breaths. Now, take your hand and put it on your nose and plug your nose and close your mouth, zip it.
Not into your mouth.
I saw you cheating. Now, that little thing that he just had is a breath of life. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Who gave it to him?
God.
Everybody got that? That's why you're here. Is that a good gift?
Yes.
It's one of the best gifts, yeah?
Yes.
Now I'm asking you, you do an average chota work. You put it on a tray. You put it on a tray. And you give it up to the God. Chota work. Do you think he's going to reject it or will he accept it? Will God take it? Why not? He loves you. He created you. Yes, he will take it. Even if it's chota work, he will take it. My point is, if you go and do it 1/4%, not 1%, 1/4% better, and put it on the tray and give it up to that God, will he take it? Will he take it?
Yes.
Which will he like to give a smile back at? The tray 1 or the tray 2? What? With improvement. Then why don't you do tray 2? Huh? You need somebody to ask you to do tray 2? You understanding what I'm saying? Do you need? Everybody's so frightened. You got to understand. Give your best 200%, 24/7. Understand that. You have to give your best. That's why every moment is precious. Every minute is precious. I think God was unfair with me. I keep
Chirag?
breaking and crying for 36 hours. He doesn't give me 36 hours. He gives me only 24 hours like everybody else. But I put everything I can in 24 hours and give him my best. Why don't you do it? Why don't you do it? Huh? Do you do it? Do you give your 200% at every task you do? Yes or no? I'm not getting responses. It says to me, yes, I don't. Why don't you? Why don't you? What is stopping you from giving your best? You only got one life, right, in this world. Give your best. Live your best. Don't give complaints. Don't give excuses. You ask my team, they'll give you a code for it. Don't ever give complaints or excuses. Just go do your best. And you then understand what we talked about. So now, let me set that scene right. Thank you so much. Give this gentleman a hand. Thank you so much. Now that we set that scene, I want to ask you the next question. How many of you came to this room without a notepad? Don't go. You either put your hand up or put your hand halfway or not at all. How many came into this room without a notepad? Are you living too far from here? Can I get you to rush back and get a notepad and come within 1 minute? Can you all do that?
Yes, go.
That is important. Please.
Go.
Thank you so much.